Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. So today we're going to be talking about how to legally and quickly recover monies from a failed investment. So we've had situations where people invest in forex, people invest in some of these agricultural investment companies with the promise that you get your return on investment and also your capital. All right. So we've had situations like that, but it has so happened that sometimes these promises do not happen as expected or as promised. In fact, sometimes you're unable to get the capital. You even start saying, "Oh, you know what? Take the returns, give me the capital." So but people have really tried to know and understand how they can get back these monies. Because if you have a failed investment with some of these companies, be rest assured that it is not just you. They have a pool of investors that they have failed to pay back their monies. So how do you legally and quickly is one of the key words, quickly recover monies from a failed investment? Now, the first step to take is to try to first understand that situations like this generally are seen as civil matters. All right, they are not criminal really, although there are ways you can criminalize it or give it some criminal colorations. So for example, you can say monies were obtained from you under false pretense. So in that case, you can then involve the police and write a petition and all of that. But now I'm going to give you about 4 to 5 stages you can legally take to quickly recover monies from a failed investment. Now, number one is to try to settle the disagreement amicably with the debtor and collect payment. At this stage, there's no amount of money that should be rejected. So whatever is paid to you, you collect it. And most likely what the discussion here would be around structuring the repayment. So if, for example, you invested 1 million naira, so under this heading, you may be discussing how that 1 million naira will be repaid, plus the returns, the interest. All right. So instead of paying the full 1 million, you can now say on a monthly basis, you can pay 100,000 naira on a monthly basis, and there will also be an agreement drawn up to that effect. Okay, and in that also you can also say, you know what, in the course of your payment, you can give me one of your assets to hold as a lien pending when you finish repaying the money. So you can also propose to the debtor that if he is unable to make the payment, he can give you one of his assets to liquidate. So give you an asset in exchange for what the debtor owes you. Now that is the first one. Try to have an amicable discussion with the debtor, with the investment company that you have reached out to. And first, understand that this investment we're talking about is debt investment. That is, you gave money with the expectation of interest, not equity investment. For equity investment, when the business fails, you are not getting any returns. It's a risky deal in exchange for dividends and part ownership of the company. But for debt, you're not part owning the company, you're giving out money with the hope that you get dividends in return and part ownership. Then the next stage is to consult a lawyer and bring documentation such as delivery notes, invoices, written agreements, letters, emails, and memos, and so on. All right. So you consult a lawyer and then you show your lawyer all the documents and the exchanges between you and the investment company. So, for example, if it's WhatsApp chats where the investment company has um, admitted, in the course of your discussion, try to get the investment company to admit on record that they are indebted to you, and then perhaps they can now start in that discussion asking for more time. So just try to extract from the investment company that, oh, we know we are indebted to you, but give us more time. So once you have that, keep it very safe. Then get across to your lawyer and discuss all of these things. Put those things before your lawyer. Then the next thing that will be done after discussing with your lawyer is that the lawyer will send a demand letter. Before you recover debt, one of the first steps is to send what we call a demand letter. So that demand letter is sent by your lawyer. All right. Now the lawyer introduces himself and tells the debtor, the investment company, that he's acting on your behalf for for the purpose of collecting the debts, collecting the capital, and collecting the returns, that is the interest on the capital. All right. Then the lawyer makes references to all the agreements between both parties and all of that. Now, in stage 3, I told you that you should try and extract commitments, try and extract concessions and commitment agreements from the investment company and from the debtor, admitting that they are owing you. That is because you will need it in this next stage. The next stage is for your lawyer to file a lawsuit. Now, we are looking at it from the angle of a civil matter. All right, that there was an investment, a business deal that went wrong, and then your monies are still with them, and they have failed to return your money. All right, so your lawyer can now file a lawsuit against the obstinate debtor. Now, people will say, "Oh, it takes a long time. Lawsuit, whenever you hear litigation, it takes a long time." But because you have extracted an agreement from those people, where they extracted statements where they agree that they are owing you, it becomes very easy. So your lawyer can adopt the fast track court method known as the undefended list procedure. Your lawyer will know this, or the summary judgment procedure. All right, or any other fast track procedure available under statute in your jurisdiction. Okay, in Lagos, for example, Lagos State, Nigeria, it can take a long time for a matter to be fully determined, right? And the reason is because of the number of cases that we have in court and the few judges that we have. So before you even get a date to hear your matter, it may take a long time. But if you go through the summary judgment, so in the summary judgment, you're saying that there is no defense, or in the undefended list, there's no defense. You're saying we already have a statement from the debtor admitting the debt. They are not contesting the debt. And the document, the statement, maybe there's a letter they wrote to you to say, "Oh, we know we are owing you, but just give us some more time." So your lawyer will exhibit that letter before the court and apply for undefended list or summary judgment. And then once the judgment is given, you can then, on the back of that judgment, get a garnishee start up a garnishee proceeding where the court will order the banks of your debtor, of the investment company, to directly pay the money they owe to you and the interest. So in that case, it is not even the bank will more or less freeze the monies in their account up to the amount in your favor and pay it directly to you. Do you understand? So and if they're unable to pay, or if there's no money in their account, you can attach any of their assets, and the court will give you police protection and the necessary legal protection to go and attach or collect those assets, sell the assets, and recover your money. It can be demanding recovering debt in Nigeria, but when you go through these procedures, I believe it will greatly help you. We've seen lots of people in this situation, and we believe this session will be of help. Please subscribe to this channel, share, and like. You can also drop your comments. Your subscription will greatly assist us to release more sessions. Thank you.